And first at 6 tonight, Rhode Island Attorney General Peter Neronha makes news with a pitch to fix health care in the state. And it sure sounds like he's setting things up for a run for higher office. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm Patrice Wood.
And I'm Gene Valicenti. And Democrat Peter Neronha was on a taping of 10 News conference with me on a whole host of issues, as NBC 10 political reporter Brian Crandall tells us tonight. Brian?
Gene and Patrice, Peter Neronha held court with a lengthy news conference yesterday with plans to address health care problems in the state. And he has not been bashful the past couple years in criticizing the governor, a fellow Democrat. So where's it all leading? Now in his most forthcoming comments about his political plans, he says the door is open.
You're interested in being governor?
I'm semi-interested.
Speculation about his plans for 2026 have long swirled around Attorney General Peter Neronha. Now, on the heels of unveiling a health care plan.
Is this to set up your run for governor?
If I do run for governor, I'll be able to point to accomplishments.
Neronha's fix includes calling for higher reimbursement rates for doctors through state-paid government insurance to attract and keep physicians, as Rhode Islanders have a hard time finding primary care doctors.
Is this a conflict of interest for you to demand more money for reimbursements, having been married to a physician?
Yeah, I don't look at it that way. I look at it through the lens of Rhode Islanders who are feeling the pinch of not being able to find a primary care doctor.
And Neronha took aim again at Governor Dan McKee, who has said insurance premiums or taxes would go up to pay for higher doctor reimbursements.
He assumes that health care is optional. Fixing it's optional. It's not.
Neronha's plan also includes suing Rhode Island-based CVS over its pharmacy benefits arm. He has been allied with former CVS executive and likely gubernatorial candidate Helena Foulkes.
We have a good relationship. I think highly of her as a person and as a thinker. She has to answer for CVS. I can't do that for her.
And Neronha shot down the idea of being Foulkes' number 2 on a ticket next year.
I'm not interested in being lieutenant governor. Look, I feel like I only want to be in public service if I feel I can make a difference.
Yeah.
And the Attorney General also defended how he's handling $11 million just gained in a settlement over contaminated soil on the Route 610 highway project in Providence. You can watch the entire interview now on the NBC 10 WJAR YouTube channel. I'm Brian Crandall, NBC 10 News.
And you can watch it on television coming up this weekend on 10 News Conference, the region's #1 and longest running political show. Saturday morning at 5:30. Tape it if you don't want to get up that early. Sunday morning at 11:30 right here on NBC 10. And you can listen on the radio 6 a.m. Saturdays and Sunday on WPR Radio.
In our Connect to the Capitol segment at 5:30, Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee was with us. He talked about a potential challenge from the Attorney General. Here's what he told NBC 10's Dan Janig.
He's already been on record saying he wants to be out of office in 26, so at least he's being honest about it, right?
Right.
But my feeling is, look, we'll run a campaign and we're going to put a litany of issues in front of people about what we've accomplished since I've been governor, and it's not small, from the economy issues to putting people to work, the school improvements.
And the governor also talked about health care and health care coverage in Rhode Island. You can see the entire segment now on the NBC 10 WJAR YouTube channel.